This video on Friedrich Nietzsche is courtesy of graciousquotes.com. So let's get right into it, guys. The tree that would grow to heaven must send its roots to hell. What does this mean? My interpretation of this quote is that instinct, Nietzsche has another quote that says, instinct is what gives rise to the flights of philosophical imagination in man. Thought and instinct are not separate. In order to grow towards your deepest ideals, you have to integrate the shadow, as Jung says. He who fights with monsters must take care lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze for long into the abyss also gazes into you. This quote is a very honest look at the nature of evil and again the Jungian shadow, whereby man has all of his repressed drives. So that's what he's saying. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. So this is why Nietzsche is often called the father of postmodernism, or I don't know if he's called that, but he does precede the way towards postmodernism, which says that everything is an interpretation. There are no facts, which is another quote by Nietzsche. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. So I can speak to my own, schizophrenia. I had a psychotic break once and I thought I was God. And why did I think I was God? There is reason in that madness, and it's all tied to the human desire for prestige, for superiority, to be special, to be unique. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. This quote is, self-explanatory. Have a purpose, and that purpose will carry you into the exact methods and qualities that you need to embody in order to achieve that purpose. So he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. So find a reason for life, and then that's that. I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought. The second, a good word. And the third, a good deed. So, this is Nietzsche's, I guess you could say it's like an attempt at morality. He often says that morality is the result of the herd instinct. But this quote kind of speaks to Nietzsche's morality. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. So chaos, right? Chaos is creativity. Chaos is, you cannot have destruction, or you cannot have creation without destruction. It's called creative destruction, right? Like when you clear the space for something else to arise, the chaos can filter through order in order to give birth to a dancing star. Man is the only animal that must be encouraged to live. This was a very interesting quote by Nietzsche. It speaks to the idea of suicide and why so many humans, unlike animals, kill themselves, right? What instinct in man has turned upon life itself? Through, is it the birth of consciousness? Freud often talks about the death instinct. So I think that has something to do with it. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. So this speaks to the idea of mass psychosis talked about by Jung. He essentially says that when you're in a group, you cede your personal reflective autonomy to the group and thereby lose control of your own self-guidance. We have art so that we shall not die of reality. So this is self-explanatory. reality is something that's brutal and really real. Art takes us away from that. It helps us ascend the sphere of valueless material reality into the values of art and beauty and truth. So, yep, that's my 10 quotes on Nietzsche. Thank you for listening.